It has somehow been more than a month since my last Flosstube update. If things could just slow down for a minute, I could get more stitching done. I'm Michelle, this is my romantic tangle, and it is April 5th, or something like that. This probably won't get uploaded till tomorrow morning because boys, gaming, internet, it all works out in the end. I am still stitching Mad Bluebird. I really truly believed that I would at least have all the cross stitching done by the end of March. And I could have, and it wouldn't have been that hard of a push, except I just have not been stitching a lot. I like him, and even when I get this little bit stitched, I have to back stitch the grain of the wooden post. I don't think that sounds fun. I'm gonna do it. I'm not sure I'm looking forward to doing it, but if you're only gonna pick up one project and knit this is not knitting, this is cross stitch. If you're only going to pick up one project and keep cross stitching on it here and there because you're so distracted by other things, there are worse pictures to be cross stitching than a weathered fence post. Speaking of picking up things and not making much progress on them, I don't know how long I've been working on this sock. I have been working on this sock for months. I pick it up, I do about 3 rounds, and the gauge is so tight that 3 rounds looks like nothing. But again, it's there. It's not a bad project to have. I mean, I sort of... It's a plain vanilla sock. There's not a lot to enjoy about the process other than feeling the yarn go between your fingers and enjoying the rhythmic process of the knitting. I will finish it. At some point, maybe I'll get really motivated and excited and finish it in a weekend. Or not. I don't care. I got a package in the mail that I was not expecting from Germany. And I was really confused by having a package from Germany. And then I was even more confused when I opened it up and found this. One of my viewers sent me Riola's Dinner, which is the one of the 3 that I did not already have. And I'm really looking forward to stitching this. I was thinking I was going to have to get in the mood to stitch lettuce again, but I got Brussels sprouts, broccoli, and green beans, which is going to be totally different than stitching lettuce. And tomatoes. The tomatoes were a little fiddly, but they're little, and I can totally do them again because I want to stitch all 3 of these. Thrifting has been better than it was in an amazing way. I found what looked like a complete set of DMC at St. Vincent's earlier this week. I did not buy it. First of all, because I have a complete set of DMC of my very own. Second of all, because it was entirely shrink wrapped and you couldn't tell. If it was a complete set of DMC, there were probably a lot of duplicates because it was in 7 floss boxes, and I know my complete set fits in 5 with room to spare. But it was totally shrink wrapped, so you couldn't get any inkling of what condition it was in. I did see some numbers and match them up, and the colors were right for DMC, but for $140, I'm not gambling. We also, a couple weeks before that, somebody had donated boxes and boxes of cross-stitch charts, and that stitcher had the same taste as I do. I only brought home about 10. Today's thrifting on the way home from running errands, I found a big bag of lace. I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but there's lots of lace in here. Most of it is white and ivory, and I've been wanting to play with lace to make more bookmarks, so it was $1.50. It makes me happy. And at the other thrift store, I found this for $1. It's 14 count Aida. I thought, looking at it in the store, because they tape everything just shut so you can't possibly see what you're about to buy, I thought this was a bunch of smaller cuts of fabric. And for 99 cents, I thought I was going to take it home and play with my RIT die and experiment with low risk. I got it home and unfolded it, and this is yardage. Someone bought yardage and cut some smaller pieces off of one end, But this that is left, I could stitch a Haid if I wanted to. I don't have a Haid in my immediate future, or maybe my future at all. There are a couple of large charts on Etsy I have been eyeballing, and probably some in my stash already. So I am just going to sit on this until I figure out what to do with it. Because you don't get pieces this size for 99 cents. It has a couple of smudges of dust on it. It has that little old lady sewing room smell. But I can live with that. 100% I can live with that. And that's all I've done. Life continues to be ridiculous and stressful. I learned the hard way that if you don't turn the headlights of the pickup truck off to the right setting, you not only do the obvious and run the battery dry, it can also kill the alternator, which seizes up a pulley, which snaps the serpentine belt, which means no brakes, no steering, which my husband figured out in the driveway. So everyone is fine. The truck is fine. I am glad I have a husband who knows how to go down to the auto supply shop and buy the parts and put the parts on and make everything safe again. I've said a lot of times I don't like driving the pickup truck. I may never drive that thing again. But it's just been a lot of little things to deal with that mostly won't matter in a week or in a month or whatever. We will forget these things ever happened. There are a couple of bigger things that might be more pressing than that, but overall we're well. I'm going to get my stitching mojo back. I'm going to have the universe stop creating stupid little things for me to deal with me. Thanks for watching. I'm Michelle. This is my romantic tangle, and I will be back with another Flosstube update once I get some more stitching done.